For me to explain how a revocable living trust enables your family to avoid probate and avoid guardianships, I'm going to compare it to a corporation. Now don't worry, you don't need to know a thing about corporations. Bear with me, I've been doing this for a while. Let's say you want to open a business and you want to sell furniture. You rent a facility and start filling it up with furniture. You decide you're going to need a checking account so you can pay rent, electricity, and so on. So you walk into a local bank to open a checking account. We're calling it ABC Furniture, Inc. What you're going to find is that that banker is not going to allow you to open that checking account. You are not ABC Inc. If you want to start doing business and calling yourself a corporation, you're going to have to do some documents called the Articles of Incorporation. We take those articles, file them with the Secretary of State. The Secretary of State gives you back something called a certificate, and now you can call yourself ABC Inc. You take that certificate from the Secretary of State to the bank and tell them you would like to open a corporate checking account. They're going to love you for that. A corporation, in the eyes of the law, is like a paper person. It's not a living, breathing entity, but it can do any business imaginable, and it does so via the signatures of the officers, the President, Vice President, and the Secretary. A revocable living trust is kind of like that, a paper person. It can do any kind of business imaginable, and it does so via the signatures of the original trustees, and that's you. The way a trust enables your family to avoid probate is like this. Immediately after signing the trust, you must fund the trust. That means you're giving all of your assets to the trust. That's a very safe and easy thing to do. For the most part, you need to go to an institution where you have assets, fill out a form, and give them a copy of the trust, or a special document we've created called a certificate of trust. In doing so, you are giving all your assets to the trust. Real estate is handled by drafting a deed, where you deed any real property you own over to the trust. Now you should have an understanding how a trust works. Trusts are never incapacitated, and trusts are never deceased. Someone else takes over the trust and does what you instructed them. Assets in a trust are not subject to probate. This will help your family through what is surely a very difficult time.